There we go. Okay. When I first started coaching, I remember looking at Emerald and thinking it was such a big deal and it was such a big rank and like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till I hit Emerald. But what I found is really it's not as big of a deal as we make it seem. A lot of times we used to tell people like, oh, that you should hit Emerald in 30 days. And realistically, guys, there are people who hit Diamond in 30 days. So hitting Emerald in 30 days is just, I think, setting the bar way too low. And we want to talk to you about how to hit Emerald within 24 hours and a little bit of how to do that and why to do that. And so I'm just going to get started. So first of all, why you want to hit Emerald, there are many reasons, but first of all, you're open for business as a coach. So when Beachbody looks at you, once you hit Emerald, they see you as a business working coach. So beforehand, they don't really know, are you a discount coach? Are you a business coach? But once you hit Emerald, you get your cycle bonuses and you're really open to work the business end. That's first and foremost. Second of all, I think when you announce you're a coach and then people see that you get a shout out for hitting Emerald and you already have hit your first rank, people are like, okay, she's actually working this business. It's really working. I'm going to pay attention to her. She's taking it seriously. So I don't want to say it gives bragging rights, but it kind of does. It shows that you're actually pursuing this business. You're having luck with it, and it kind of gets people's attention. Another great thing once you hit Emerald, really quickly just to clarify, Emerald is having two coaches signed underneath you. So one on either side, left and right. Wanted to make sure everyone knew that before I kept going. So cycle bonuses, what that is you pretty much get paid on the coaches below you and their orders. So as a coach, you get your 25% commission on all your customer orders. Once you hit Emerald, you also get paid for cycle bonuses. So it's just another way to earn an income with Beachbody, which is super awesome. And not only are you getting paid on your coaches, but also your coaches above you. Some of those coaches that they sign are also getting added. So you're going to notice that with time, your cycle bonuses will really pick up. And as you really grow this business, you'll find that your cycle bonuses outweigh your commissions a lot of weeks, which is super awesome. So it gains momentum super quick. And so hitting Emerald is kind of that first step to start getting those cycle bonuses. Another perk is if you hit Success Club every month, you start getting free leads. So what that means from Beachbody is when people go on online and sign up, but they don't have a coach, they start handing those out to us coaches. So to get those, you have to be Emerald. And then if you hit Success Club 5 the month prior, then you will get free leads. So what that means is anybody who orders, they're now your customer, and any future orders after that, you'll get commissions from those sales. If you've hit Success Club 10 the previous month, then you will start getting their commissions right off the bat from the first order. So another reason to hit Emerald and then hit Success Club consistently. So how that works is the last Wednesday of the month. So the last Wednesday of this month, if you've locked in your Success Club, for the whole next month following, that's when you'll get those free leads. So that is another really awesome perk. And you'll find you'll just see commissions in your paycheck of people you don't even know that you've never even contacted. So it's just an extra way to earn income, which is awesome. So I wanted to go over that. And I wanted to explain a little more. I said it's two coaches. So how do you do that? Or what are the steps to do that? Because like I said, I think we make it too complicated. And if you guys are wanting to hear some magic secret, like to make this happen and easy, this is the magic secret I'm going to tell you. And it's not much of a secret, but it's super simple. So the first person you're going to want to sign is your spouse. Now, if you don't have a spouse, you could always do like your mom or your sister, someone who's willing to obviously let you order through their account. Now, why you want to do this is because you want to have them at the top of where you sign. So as you start signing other coaches, not only are you getting those cycle bonuses, but your spouse is at the top. And so they're starting to see those too. And with signing your spouse, the best order recommendation I would suggest would be a challenge pack. Now, keep in mind, if you have Beachbody On Demand, you probably aren't going to need another subscription to Beachbody On Demand. But a really great challenge pack option is the 3-day refresh challenge pack. So what that comes with is a bag of Shakeology and then the 3-day refresh. Why this is great is you can get, instead of the bag, you can get the packets, and then those can be sold as samples to customers. So you could say like 7 Shakeology samples for like $35, so they get a week sample. And that will help get your money back. It'll also help getting Shakeology in some people's hands that maybe aren't wanting to buy a whole bag to start. The second perk with that is you get the 3-day refresh, which is an amazing product that I took way too long to try. Super great 3-day plant-based cleanse, not super like hard to do or rough on your body. It's just a good thing for results. If you've already done the 3-day refresh, you can also give this one away as like a prize or a giveaway or something fun. So that challenge pack is $160 like other ones, but you get the 3-day refresh instead of the workout. So that way you don't have another subscription that you don't personally need. Now keep in mind, you want to make sure that they have at least the 90 PV order. So like I said, that challenge pack is the best way to do it because then they don't have to pay that coach fee, which is normally $39.95. So that just helps. And then the second person that you're going to sign up as a coach, it's going to be like your ride or die person. I don't know if it's your best friend, your mom, a sibling, whoever would buy anything from you, whether you're selling, I don't know, makeup, shakes, whatever it is, rocks, they would buy anything because they just love you and want to support you. So you're going to get them started with a challenge pack. Not only one, because you want them as a discount coach to Emerald, but you also want to help them be on this journey with you. So whoever that person is, get them signed up, and then you've got your 2 coaches. Make sure one's on your left, one's on your right. Once you sign up one coach, you can always reach out to your other coach and make sure you've kind of got it figured out so they're on either side. But that's the other person that I would recommend. Thanks, Kitsy. So that is kind of how it works. Now, like I said, make sure they have 90 PV. They have a minimum of 50 PV. Each month they have to stay active for you to stay Emerald. But you also want to be hitting Success Club points. So the challenge pack is the best route to go if they already have bought a challenge pack in the past. As a customer, they want to become a coach. A completion pack would qualify for that as well. So that's kind of the main point, guys. It's not super complicated. I think we all often make it seem more complicated than it really is. It's signing up 2 people. If you set your mind to it, you guys can make it happen tomorrow and get your business open and ready to rock. So I'm going to, if anyone has any questions and you want to unmute yourself and ask, please ask away. Anybody have any questions?
I feel like I should know this, but who were the first 2 coaches you signed up?
John. It's been 3 years, so I'm trying to think. John. I think my second was actually a challenger who had been watching me because I had done a whole challenge group by myself before I coached. And then I told Kinsey I wasn't going to work the business. I was just going to be a discount coach. And then I decided to work with the business. So I think it was actually just like a friend of mine who had been watching and wanted to join. But then I ended up later signing my mom, my best friend. So I have my ride or die. They're just a little further down. So.
And because you already had run that challenge group and you invite all your challengers to be discount coaches, or what's your process with how you do that?
Yeah. So I've done it both ways. I've just out of the gate asked people to coach that I think would be total rock stars, and I still do that. But what I find is people like to have tried it first. So a lot of challengers that are totally rocking it, they're loving their shakes, they're showing up, they're doing a great job. I come in and, I encourage them to get the 25% discount and then offer the coaching opportunity. Some people want to work the business. Some people just want to, get the discounts on whatever they are, but I tend to have them in challenge groups, and I find pretty quickly that a lot of people are total rock stars, so I reach out to them as well. So my first coach, she I think I'd only done one post about like my journey so far, and she wanted to join and she wanted the discount like right off the bat. So I offered the discount from the start. But yeah.
How long do you wait before you ask somebody in your challenge group if they want to be a discount coach or something like that?
So what I tend to do is the first week, I always check in with everybody. And if they've been a little quiet, I'm like, hey, just want to check in. Do you have any questions? How are things going? If they're rocking it, I tell them they're being a total rock star. And I thank them for being encouraging and being so awesome. And then usually at week 2, I will check in with them. And then either the end of week 2 or middle of week 3, I'll suggest coaching. Once I really see that they're interested and, even if they haven't shown interest, but I just see potential, I'll reach out and invite them. But I don't do it right at the start of the challenge group because they're usually trying to get the groove and like still trying to figure everything out.
What would you say? We talked about, signing up someone who is like your ride or die, your best friend, your sibling. Mm-hmm. How would you, what message would you send to them, or how would you ask them, and letting them know what you're doing? Maybe they don't know yet, but and getting them on board. Like, what's something you would say to that person because obviously they've never been in a challenge group or anything like that.
Right. So I would say, thinking of it from like, if they're your ride or die, they're someone you're super close with, so they probably already know you're on your journey. But if not, I would just reach out and be like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but I've been working on my health and fitness journey. I'm loving it. I decided to coach. I thought of you as someone that I want to do this with me. And would you be willing to support me and sign up as a coach? Even if you're just a discount, you'll get 25% of the product. It would totally help me. And I would love for us to be on this journey, hand in hand, side by side. What do you think? I think when it's someone that cares about you, I don't think you have to put too much thought into it. I think if you just come from like your heart, they're going to know that they're helping you, but also like you're really asking them because you want to do this with them. So I think just however naturally comes, like whatever your relationship is. If it's your mom, I would be like, hey mom, I love the heck out of you. These things have made my life so much better and they make you healthier. Like, I want to get you drinking these and I want to get you on this with me, because I would tell my mom, like, you got to be healthy for future grandbabies. You in? And she'd be like, all right, you got me there. So I think it just depends on the person. But if there's someone you're really close with, I would just be honest with them.
And I think if we think about it in terms of like, if we were opening a salon or a restaurant, it's like, who wouldn't invite every single person that they know, their best friend, their sister, their family? Like, you would invite every single person you knew to your new business. And we kind of need to think about it like that, I think, too.
Right. And you know what? If you invite someone and they don't want to or they're not interested, that's okay. It's not always a no. It's a no, not right now. And even if there's someone who loves you to death, but they just can't do it, like, that's totally fine. Or maybe, you know what, they can't purchase a challenge pack right now, but they want to do the 14-day trial just to like be in your challenge group and be a supporter. I think that is amazing. Whoever can do whatever. But yeah, you got to meet them where they're at. But also, like, there are those people, like I said, that would buy anything from you. And especially if they've seen the transformation that you've made, that's contagious for sure. Any other questions?
McKenna, I don't know if you come across this, but a few weeks ago, Rachel and I were looking at our leads and we couldn't figure out what some of our leads purchased because there was like no description. Mm-hmm. So we called Beachbody, and those are the ones that, like, I guess purchase through the app. So they don't actually go to the website, but you don't collect any commission off of those on any future orders.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So they basically suggested, just, hit them up and say, like, hey, can you cancel your stuff and then re-sign up, like through the website.
That's a little odd. I think, Michelle, that might be what we were talking about the other day, because we saw some people order, but we didn't know what they ordered. That's interesting that you don't get anything. I what I would do is I would send the same welcome email that I send everybody.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, I introduced myself. I'm like, I'm your coach. I was assigned when you started your Beachbody account. I just want you to know if you have any questions or if you need help starting a program, like I'm happy to help. I would send that script or that email. And then if you start a relationship, maybe down the road asking them to switch, but I wouldn't just come out and be like, hey, can you cancel? That just seems weird to me.
Yeah.
So I would just reach out and then hope maybe I actually have a free lead that I totally reached out to. And she's been one of my Rockstar challengers in my challenge group for months. So at that point, I would have felt comfortable, but I think that would come across as salesy. So I would just kind of reach out, and if they get back to you and they want to join a challenge group, great. Maybe then you feel comfortable asking, but that's good to know. I wouldn't push it any sooner.
Yeah, so you get like basically no coach credit if it doesn't have a description, because it means they signed up through like the app.
Interesting. That must be new, because I haven't noticed that before. That's good to know. Yeah. I wonder if that's,
because I always look at the description. So when I send a welcome email, I always put like a personal touch, like, hey, I noticed that you bought like the 3 months, subscription, wanted to see if you needed, so.
Right.
But yeah. So I just wanted to share, because that came up because we were doing all our leads, and then we're like, what did they order? We can't figure it out. And
yeah, thanks for sharing. That's good to know. I wonder if that's something that maybe they're still hoping to maybe work out the tweaks, and that'll change in the future. I'm wondering if maybe because the app is still maybe getting adjusted, that'll get changed, because I feel like Beachbody would work that out. But
yeah.
Thank you for telling me. That's good to know. Michelle, I think that might be part of the question, what you were asking the other day. So, anybody else have any questions? Anything? I feel like we hopefully went over it. If you're wanting some like magical answer, I hope that you found it, but really what it comes down to is it's not as complicated as it seems, and you want to get there fast, and you want to get this business rolling. And with that, I am so hoping that on Thursday I see some new emeralds posted in the Team Hard Hitters page.
I have one more question though.
Oh yeah.
Can you explain the difference between the benefit of having a coach, just having the 50 PV versus the 90 PV?
Yes. Okay. Yes, that is a great question. So how it works is if you just want them to stay active, to hold one of your places, that's 50 PV. If you want them to, if they're a business coach and they're Emerald, you need to be 90 PV to get your cycle bonuses and stuff. So if you're working the business, you want to have 90 PV. So that you get your cycle bonuses and you qualify for all the commissions. If you're just the 50, you're staying active, but you don't qualify for all the different pay options. So the only time I'd recommend 50 PV is like if you want to have your husband hold a place, but you're not ready to like work his business or make him to Emerald, you could potentially do that to like save a little money. But like I mentioned, the 3-day refresh challenge pack I think is a great option to start. But like, let's say the next couple months you need to cancel that home direct and maybe just have him order something else that adds up to 50 PV. There's also a great breakdown on the Hard Hitters page on different ways to earn Success Club points on different home direct orders as well. That's a really great reference. Yay. Well, thanks again, everybody. Hope you have a great night, and talk to you later.